guys, my name is Tina Smith. Welcome to my channel. I'm a photographer based out of Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm so excited that you're here. My channel covers tips for beginner photographers all the way to social media tips and all around tips that have helped my business along the way. So welcome if you are new to my channel, and welcome back if you've been here for quite some time. In today's video, I wanted to cover why having a flash is so important to have in your camera bag, and why learning how to master a flash is key if you're new to photography. So I'm excited to go and jump right into this topic. Before we hop right in, make sure that you like and subscribe my channel. If the video helps you, give it a like. Yeah, we're out here, support your girl. Okay, so before I get started on the why, I want to talk to you about my backstory and why I'm very passionate about this subject. So rewind to maybe like 4 years ago, maybe a little bit, no, I'd say 4 or 3 years ago. I was asked to shoot a event in New York City. It was a huge deal for me. I was so excited. There were stars there, there were activists there. I mean, it was an amazing opportunity. I was in a room with like the most beautiful people on the planet, and I was just happy to be there. My aunt had gotten me a job in New York just for like a gig. I met the guy who was the head photographer, and he brought me on to be a part of it. So I was like, okay, New York, I'm out here like in affluent society. People are drinking wine. I'm taking pictures. Like this is goals, right? So I sign up to do this event with the guy, and he basically is like, do you own a flash? And at the time I did own a flash. Like I had literally just purchased it like the week before, but I hadn't tested it out. I was so new to flash photography. I am a natural light photography at heart, like all day, all night, love it. But I really didn't like artificial light like that. If I did do artificial light, I liked having like, you know, ring light. Like I wanted all of it. I didn't want like a flash. I didn't like it. I thought I was above it. I was like, ugh, flash. So quickly I learned that that was not a smart move on my part. So we get to the venue and I'm all excited. I'm like, woo, we take the train in Harlem. We like get to the event, and the venue is extremely dark. Like this is an old theater. Like it's an old theater. It's like the oldest theater that was ever built in Harlem. And I'm here with my flash and my camera. Gulp. I'm like stressed out, okay? But I can't back out yet, and I can't say that I don't know how to use the flash. So I was like, I just need to use the restroom really quick. Like I literally, boom, ran into the restroom, whipped out my cell phone, and got on Google so quick, like so quick. And I Googled like how to use my flash, because I really didn't know how to use it, embarrassingly. So I'm in there, the Wi-Fi isn't kicking in, my, service isn't working, so it was a struggle. But I figured it out. But I say all that to say, the anxiety that I went through during that whole evening was so high. I couldn't even enjoy all the people that I met and all the experiences that happened because I was so worried, and every time I would take a picture it didn't come out the way I wanted it to, and it was just so stressful. And I had all these people that gave me such a great opportunity, and I fumbled the ball. So I say all that to say, to give you this story so you don't have to go through what I went through. And if you are brand new to photography, or you've been in it for some time and you've never tried using a flash, I highly encourage you to just practice at home, practice in a dark room, just practice. And you don't need like a fancy flash. You don't have to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars. This is the flash that I use. It's from Neewer, I think that's what you call it. It's got this little flappy thing. It's really nice. It's very simple. It gives you the settings in the back. I mean, you literally It's great. This is like all you need. I think this flash cost me, I want to say maybe like $30, but I know if you get flashes on Amazon, Amazon Basics has fantastic flashes. I'm actually going to link a few lashes below in this video to help you. But I'm really passionate about this subject, y'all, because I literally fumbled the ball that night. And I will say, luckily, I did capture a good bit of good photos, but it was like by chance with me like sweating and like stressed out, you know? And you don't want to be in a place like that. You don't want someone to take a chance on you and you just not be prepared, you know? As somebody whose dream it is to be like this really big time photographer, shooting for magazines, like helping people build their business and brand and all this stuff, that you just never know what you'll be hired for. And to know how to be versatile, like to be able to be a multifaceted photographer is so important and key. So I definitely hope that this video helps you and I'm not trying to scare y'all, but scares you into trying out a flash. If you're a photographer who is like, oh, I love wedding photography, you're gonna need this, you're gonna need this, you're gonna need this. There are weddings that maybe start at like 3 in the afternoon, and once there's like the reception, it's pitch black outside and they're in a tent, or you're in a beautiful chapel and the lighting is awful. It is so important to know how to manipulate the light for your benefit, so later you're not spending hours trying to like turn up the exposure and grain is going crazy. I mean, you just don't want that, and that's not nice for the client that hired you and took a chance on you to see their photos not really up to par. And most of the time people hire you because they've seen your work, and they hired me because they saw my work, but the majority of my work was all natural light photography. So it really was taking a chance. So I really encourage you, if you are a photographer, it's great to practice all types of photography, but do not shy away from flash photography. It's okay. Get out of your comfort zone. I struggled a lot in the beginning of my journey with the idea that like, oh, I can't do that, or that's not my vibe, I don't like that. It's okay to like practice and have fun with something new. Even if you think you're never going to use a flash, it's good to have, and it's good to know how to use it. So yeah, get on it. Practice. Oh, one last thing. The really good thing about this flash is it can be mounted and used as an off-camera flash photography. So if you get a stand and maybe you can just mount it at the top of the tripod, and you can put an umbrella around it, a softbox around it to kind of diffuse the lighting. You'll see a lot of wedding photographers use this method. A lot of event photographers use this method as well. So as you're building your portfolio, you may get asked to be a second shooter, and being able to know how to use a flash and its basics and the modules in that is so key. If you guys want to see a more in-depth breakdown of how to set up a flash, how to make sure that the settings are appropriate for the room, so there's not a weird line where the top is bright and the bottom is black. Yeah, that happens. I would love to do it. Just let me know in the comments below if that's something that you're interested in seeing. But I'm really excited about this video. I hope I inspire someone, and I hope I prevent someone from ending up in my god-awful New York City nightmare. Every time I think of it, I get chills. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching this video regarding why you need a flash. I hope I helped somebody, and I will see you in the next video.